This is the final part of Cool by Murpurgo, Chapter 5, page 73. It's weird, but I think that maybe I've got some kind of mind-mail communication going with Tracy. Telepathy, I think it is called. Anyway, whatever it's called, it works. I've done it a few times now, and I think it's really working. One moment I'm thinking something, and the next she's talking about it. It's like I can almost make her think thoughts. Isn't that cool, or what? This morning I have definite proof of it. After Dr. Smellybreath had examined me again, he said something to Tracy over by the door, where he thought I couldn't hear, something I can't put out of my mind. He said, "Robbie's not looking good this morning, Tracy. Not good at all. I'm beginning to think we may lose him." Lose me? Lose me? I was thinking. Who does old Smellybreath think he is? I'm not going to die. I'll show him. Like Zola said, I'll show him. I'll show all of them. The doctor was feeling my forehead. "Oh, how long has it been exactly?" he said. "How long's he been with us?" 6 weeks tomorrow, said Tracy. "But he's still fighting, Doctor. I know he is. He wants to come out of it so badly. And he will. I know he will. It's funny, Doctor. But of course he's never spoken a word to me. But sometimes I feel I really know Robbie. I know what he's thinking. And I just know he's determined to live." "Well, I'll be back to see him later," said Dr. Smellybreath as he went, leaving the door squeaking and clunking behind him. "Bed bath for you, Robbie," said Tracy. I was almost sure this mind-mail communication thing was real, that I wasn't inventing it, but I decided I'd put it to the test. I lay there forcing myself to think about one thing and one thing only. I forced my mind entirely on Zola's shirt. Inside my mind I said to her, "Tracy, I want you to put it on me. I want to wear it. Ever since Zola came to see me and gave me his number 25 shirt, I've wanted to wear it. It'll bring me luck. I know it will. Put it on me, Tracy. I want to feel its magic." And that's all I thought as Tracy was giving me my bed bath. "Put the shirt on me, Tracy, please, please." I tried to listen to anything she was saying, tried to close my ears to shut out her voice. For Zola's shirt, number 25, Chelsea blue, Chelsea won, Arsenal won. It's the shirt he wore against West Ham. I pictured me in it. I pictured Zola in it, and those were the pictures I kept trying to send into Tracy's mind. At first, it didn't seem to work. No matter how hard I tried, I just could not make her understand. So in the end, I gave up trying altogether. I'd been kidding myself all along. Of course I couldn't make contact. Vegetables can't communicate, and I'm a vegetable. Nothing but a lousy vegetable. I was feeling very angry with myself for ever believing that such thing was even possible. She was brushing my hair and arranging my pillows when she suddenly said it. "I know what you want, Robbie. You want your Zola shirt on, don't you? You want to wear it. I've hung it at the back of the door, so it would be the first thing you see when you wake up. But I think you're trying to tell me that you want to wear it. All right, if that's what you want, Robbie. It's your shirt. It'll be the bit big, mind. But who cares?" It took her a while to wiggle me out of the hospital gown and into Chelsea's shirt. She was right. It was big for me. Big and loose and lovely. I lay there basking in my bed in the Zola's number 25 shirt, and then Tracy said, "Hey, Robbie, you look cool. Really cool. And you look happy too." And I was. I am. Not only because I'm wearing his shirt, my shirt, but because I told her what I wanted her to hear, and she heard it. I had passed a mind-mail message to her, from me to her, and she had received it. I don't feel alone anymore, and it's the greatest feeling in the world. Dad just came in. "Hello, Robbie. You all right then?" Same old Dad. But when he kisses me, I know it isn't the same old Dad at all. It's something else, someone softer who smells a lot like Mum. It is Mum. It's her. They came. Mum and Dad, they're both here together. I wonder if Ellie is here too, but she isn't. There's no one leaping on the bed, no wet licky kisses in my ear. I miss that. I like her being here. She makes me laugh inside, but this is cool. I've got Mum and Dad together again. Maybe it took me being knocked down and Lucky being killed to bring them together, but between us, we did it. The funny thing is that no one is saying a word to me. Not them, not me, not them. Then Dad's whispering to Mum, "You first, you tell him." "No, you." And suddenly I have this horrible thought in my head. Maybe they've come here to tell me the worst news, that they'll decide it's not worth keeping me alive any longer. They're going to unplug me from my life support system and let me drift away and die. I've seen it on TV, and when someone's in the coma for ages and ages, they just make up their minds and there's no point in going on anymore. They just flick the switch and that's that. Robbie, says Mum, and she's sounding so solemn and serious and sad. Don't say it, Mum. Please, I'm fine inside here. I'm going to wake up. Just give me more time. Don't do it, Mum. Robbie, your dad and me have been talking. Oh God, please, Mum. Can't you just be like Tracy? Can't you read my thoughts? I want to live, Mum. I want to stay with you, please. Well, it's like this, Robbie. Your dad and me, we've decided to try again. You know, being together like we were. Only not like we were. Better, happier. We've made a mess of things, and we know that, and we know how much that's upset Ellie. It's upset us too, and that's all over now. They're not going to switch me off. They're not going to give up on me. I feel like I'm swimming in deep, warm water, up towards the light, up towards the air. But I can't reach the light. I can't breathe the air. Dad's holding one of my hands and Mum's got the other. They're trying to pull me up and out, trying to save me from drowning, willing me to break free, but there's something still holding me back. Robbie, are you hearing this? Dad this time. It's you that's done this, Robbie. You and Lucky and all that's happened to you. You made us stop and think. When it's been in here with you sometimes, I could feel you wanting us to all be together again, and Mum says she felt just the same. So we're going to try, for you, for us, for Ellie. We're going to do our best to make it work, Robbie. Only we want you with us. We want you to be here with us, Robbie, to come home. Me too, Dad. Me too. Your dad moved back home yesterday, Robbie, Mum's saying. So far so good, and they're both laughing like they used to when Lucky did his party tricks, and I can hear they're easy, happy together again. So I should be happy too, shouldn't I? Zola had been in to see me, and he's giving me the shirt off his back, sort of. And Mum and Dad are back together. What more could I possibly want? I have this picture in my head of all of us out in the garden together. Lucky was rolling around over and over, bowing to the Queen and standing up on his hind legs, and they're all laughing and Ellie's giggling her head off. But then I'm suddenly sad because I know Lucky's gone and will never come back. It was Lucky that always made us laugh, and I remember how I was laughing myself silly when he went skidding off after that cat before I noticed the front gate was open, before he went under the car. He had 2 black eyes like a panda and a stubby little tail that never stopped wagging, and I loved him. We all did. He was our clown, our joker, and he was our best friend. Marty and everyone thought he was the coolest dog around, even when he came to the park and spoilt our football game, chasing after the ball, biting it and snarling at it. And when we shouted at him, he'd go off running off, smiling, all smiley and pouting, and tongue hanging happy. I should have put the lead on him. I should have remembered he was dead, and it was all my fault. The house would be so quiet without Lucky, who would bite the post when it came through the door, who would go mad and chase his tail when the telephone rang, who would dig up Mum's flowers and send her potty. Even if I did wake up, things would never be the same without Lucky. I'm lying here with so many of my dreams come true, and yet so sad inside, as sad as I've ever been. That suits you, says Dad. Like Zola said, it really suits you. Wasn't he the best, coming to see you like that? It's been all in the papers, you know, pictures of him, pictures of you. I'll keep them for you for when you come home, all right? They're whispering together again, and I can hear Mum crying and Dad holding her, trying to comfort her. I know he is. They're going out, and I wish they wouldn't. I'm trying to call out to them to come back, but no sound comes out. The doors squeaking and clanking. And they're gone, and I am alone. I hate being left alone. I hate it. Tracy comes in, and she's singing again. It's her other song, Imagine, John Lennon, and she's a big John and Lennon fan. So's Dad. Imagine all the people. She starts singing it all the way through really well. She could be a pop star, but I'm glad she's not, otherwise she wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be able to send her my mind mail messages. I'm trying to tell her now about Mum and Dad. Nice to see your mum and dad together, she says. She's hearing me. She's really hearing me. She's closing the curtains now. Nasty out there, raining. And then she comes and sits on the bed. Hang in there for me, Robbie. You can do it. I know you can. I'm going off on duty now. I've got a date with Trevor, and tomorrow we're going to look for a flat. He makes me really happy, you know, and he likes John Lennon. I'll see you on the day after. All right? Stay cool. See you. And I'm thinking, will you, Tracy? Will you? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll be dead by then. I'm so tired, Tracy. I'm tired of living like this. Half alive, half dead. Maybe dying won't be so bad. Maybe I'll get to see Lucky again. I really hope so. Fears for Coma Boy. Fears for the life of 10-year-old Robbie Ansley, where growing last night as his condition was reported to have worsened. Robbie has been on life support system in Watford Hospital since his accident over 6 weeks ago. Despite all efforts to revive him, doctors say Robbie is still in a deep coma. They are still hopeful for his recovery, but they point out that the longer Robbie stays in the coma, the less likely this is. His family are almost constantly at his bedside, and prayers were being said for Robbie today at the parish church in Tiverton, where Robbie sings in the choir. Doctors would not comment today as to how long they can keep Robbie alive on his life support system. Chapter 6, Final Chapter, page 89. It's strange, but lately people have almost stopped talking to me. Except Ellie, of course, who never stops talking anyway. But they never let her stay long. Tracy or Gran or someone always takes her outside to play because she's making too much noise. I wish they wouldn't, because at least she's giggly and happy, and I like her noise. It's normal, and no one else is normal, not anymore. Marty tries to talk, tries to be cheerful, but he's not very good at pretending. He can't keep it up for long. He's never got used to seeing me like this, I think. It still upsets him, and I try to send him my mind mail messages, but somehow I can't reach him. And I reckon he's lying to me too. Just lately, almost every time he comes in, he tells me Chelsea have won another match. Second in the lead now, he says. Well, Chelsea never win all their matches. They're up and down like yo-yos. He's just trying to make me feel better. He put his hand on mine last time and as he came and squeezed it and told me to wake up. Then he cried and went out. First time he's touched me. I miss him. I miss football. I miss school. I miss everything. Mum and Dad hardly say a word anymore. I think they might have given up on me. They just sit and wait, their silence and sadness filling the air around me. They talk in occasional whispers to each other, but not so much to me as they did. Still, at least they're together. That's something. No, that's more than something. That's a whole lot. Worst of all, though, even Tracy seems to be losing heart. She doesn't sing like she used to, and she was crying when she came in a minute ago. Somehow I know she wasn't crying because of Trevor, and I'm pleased about that. I'd rather she cried over me than him. Let's face it, Robbie, if Tracy thinks you're not going to make it, then things are not looking good at all. I sleep a lot, almost all the time now, and I want to stay awake in my head. I know I must, or I'll die. I mean, you can't die if you're awake, can you? It's like when you're drowning. I read about it in books. If you want to keep afloat, if you want to keep alive, you have to stay awake. I sing Tracy's songs in my head over and over again, daze and imagine. I know them by heart. Got to keep my mind awake, got to keep living. But the trouble is that the sleep is warm and gentle and inviting, and when it takes me by the hand, I just want to go. What's beyond sleep, I wonder? A black hole, or nothing, or heaven? I don't fancy a black hole, I don't fancy nothing. I prefer heaven, just as long as it's not like where the Teletubbies live, with all those silly rabbits hopping about and that goo-goo grinning baby gurgling out of the sun. But I don't like thinking about that. I won't think about it at all. No more black holes, no more bunny hopping heavens, because I'm not going there. I'm staying here in this bed and I'm staying alive. I'm going to think that Chelsea against Man U and me in the director's box at the Stamford Bridge, and that's heaven. And Zola looking up at me, giving me the biggest Italian pizza of a grin and thumbs up because he dribbles the ball past the Man U defenders and whacks it in the back of the net. And I'm on my feet, punching the air. Keep punching the air, Robbie. Keep cheering. Keep breathing. Live, Robbie. Live. It's not me thinking anymore. It's Mum talking to me, and she's squeezing my hand, trying to make me feel her, trying to make me feel anything. Live, Robbie darling. Don't give up, please. I'm not giving up, Mum. It's you lot that's giving up on me. I'm still here. I can feel you. As long as I can feel you, I'm alive. I'm sending you all my mind mail messages all the time, but you're just not listening. No one's listening anymore. No one's hearing, not even Tracy. Then Dad's getting up. I won't be long, Robbie. The sun's streaming through the window. Bit stuffy in here. I've got to get some fresh air. Then he's gone. Mum cries silently, holding my hand, and she says, still, there's one good thing that came out of this all, Robbie. At least you've stopped biting your nails. She's laughing, and that's better. Mum, I love hearing you laugh. If you wake up, Robbie, there's so many things I'll never tell you off again. I promise. I'll never say stop biting your nails, Robbie. I'll never say tidy your room, Robbie. I'll never say turn off the TV. And I'll never say stop saying cool. Promise. I want so much to go listen to her because I can hear she's smiling as she's talking, and I love hearing her smiling, but I just can't wake up. I'm feeling so heavy inside, so warm. I'm falling away from her into my sleep, and I can't stop myself. I can't feel her hand anymore, and I can't hear her voice. I try to come back to her, but I can't, and I hope she'll be there when I wake up. I hope I will wake up. Sometimes it's so difficult for me to know whether I'm dreaming or whether I'm awake. I seem to slip into sleep and in and out of dreams so easily. Right now, though, I know I'm dreaming, and I want this dream to go on and on because I'm back home in the garden playing with Lucky. I've had this dream before, and I love it. I'm lying on my back in the grass, and Lucky's sitting on my chest, licking my face all over. I can't stop myself giggling, and I try to push him off. Now he's sniffing in my ear and whining and whimpering. His nose is cold, the smell of dog. He smells of Lucky, and his breath stinks even worse than Dr. Smelly Breath. I want to stay inside this dream forever and ever. I don't want to wake up and be in hospital again. I want to stay here in the garden with Lucky. I can hear Dad's voice, but I can't make out if he's inside my dream or out of it. Poor old Lucky, he says. I'd forgotten to leave the car window open. Panting like crazy he was. Sun blazing down, no air. I was just giving him a little walk. Mum interrupts. You can't bring him in here. What if... And Dad says, look, I had to try. We've tried everything else, haven't we? I don't know why we didn't think of it before. If anything or anyone could wake Robbie up, it'll be Lucky, won't it? But what if someone sees? We're not allowed dogs in the hospitals. But no one did see. I smothered him in under my jacket. This is not my dream. Not anymore. In the garden, I was in my dream. But now, I'm in hospital, and it's Dad's real voice I'm hearing. It's Lucky's real nose in my ear hole. He's on my bed. He's licking my face as if he's cleaning up his dog bowl after a meal. He's licking every bit of my face, my ears, my nose, my hair, my chin, my neck, my mouth. It's Lucky. He's not dead. He's been here. He's here now. In the hospital, on my bed. He's alive. But I saw him go under the car. I know I did. So he can't be alive, can he? Maybe this is a dream after all. Only one way to find out. Only one way to be really, really certain. He's licking my eyes. He's trying to open them. So I will. Open them, Robbie. Open your eyes. Just do it. And I do it. I can. I'm seeing Lucky. It's him. It's really him. I'm not dreaming him. His little eyes are looking right into mine. He's grinning down at me. His tongue all dribbly. His dribble's real. He's real. It's all real. I lift my hand to stroke him, and that's when they go bananas. Loopy, mad, both Mum and Dad together. Look, he's moving his hand. Mum grabbed Dad by the arm. His eyes are open, Robbie. Robbie, can you hear us? Can you see us? Talk to us, Robbie. Talk to us. I'm trying to smile, but it must be working because now they're both hugging me at once and they're both crying. Lucky's jumping off the bed and he's yapping like crazy. Then everyone comes running in. A doctor in a white coat, who I suppose is Dr. Smelly Breath, and a nurse, Tracy. It has to be Tracy. I got her all wrong. She's not tall like I thought. She is really little. She's blonde. She hasn't got a nose ring. Ellie come and jumped up on the bed, so I get more wet kisses and hugs. I'm drowning in tears and wet kisses. I'm trying to talk, but I've got a thin, small, squeaky voice. But it's mine, and it works. Just about. I was so want to say something, but I can't get proper words out. They're all listening and waiting. All I can do is gurgle and squeak. Don't try to talk, Robbie, Tracy is saying. You're all right. You're back with us. You're fine. Your eyes are open, Robbie, says Ellie. You've been sleeping for days and days. Now you're awake. Look, I got you, Pongo. She's holding up Pongo by the ears. But it only really lent him to you till you were better. And now you're better. I can have him back, can't I? That's my Ellie. Dr. Smellybreath is bending over me, peering at me, looking deep in my eyes with his light, then feeling my forehead. Wonderful, he says. The power of the human body to heal itself. Just amazing. Nice to have you back with us, Robbie. You had us quite worried for a while. You were worried? Everyone's hugging everyone, and Lucky's still going mad. Very angry looking lady in white gown comes in and said, What is going on here? What's that dog doing in my ward? That's not a dog, says Tracy, and she laughing through her tears. That's Lucky. He works miracles. Then everyone's laughing and crying at the same time. I don't think I've ever made any people happier. I don't think I've ever been happier myself. Dad's the only one who hasn't said anything yet. I think, like me, that maybe he's trying to find his words. When he does say something, it's about what I can expect. Hello, Robbie. You right then? Are you? Cool, Dad, I hear myself say. Just cool. Lucky's back on my bed, licking himself in embarrassing places as usual, as if nothing had happened at all. That dog is disgusting, says Mum, and I say, the dog is cool. And Mum says, cool is such a lovely word. It's the best word in the world, the coolest. Maybe Lucky does know what he's done, because he looks at me now as if he is very pleased with himself, very pleased indeed, and he's smiling, the whole world's smiling. Miracle Boy, Robbie's great day. Football star Zola fulfills his promise. In a bid to wake accident victim 10-year-old Robbie Ansley from a coma, Zola promised him a VIP seat in the director's box when Chelsea next played Manchester United at home. On Saturday, Robbie was there to watch his hero put Man U to the sword and score the winning goal himself. It was great that Robbie was here to see us win, said the Italian star. It would have been so good to wake up from his coma and come and see us lose, would it? I gave him a big wave when I scored my goal. I dedicated the goal especially to him. It's a great day for me, for all of us at Chelsea, because it's like Robbie came back from the dead almost to be with us. That's a whole lot more important than beating Manchester United, I think. Robbie's family came along for the match as well with the dog Lucky. He was knocked down in the same accident, but like Robbie, he survived, luckily. Robbie's comment on this great day at Chelsea? Zola and me kicked the ball afterwards, just me and him, and Lucky. It was cool. But that wasn't the end of Robbie's great day out. He was back next year in time for the evening performance at the Panto at the Norfolk Theatre to see his dad play the part of one of the ugly sisters. Robbie said he was cool. Really cool. And that concludes Cool by Morpurgo. Thank you so much for watching the videos. If you enjoyed, please give a like and subscribe to the channel. I apologise that videos took a very long time to come out, and I will perhaps soon be making another video following another story. Thank you again. I apologise for any sort of stutters or spelling mistakes or anything like that, because I'm not great at reading out like that, but I hope you enjoyed nevertheless. Thank you again, take care, and if you like gaming videos, please check out my other channel, Gamer Charzard. Good